Good day, everyone. Good day, ma'am. Good day, classmates. So, our report is about the functional notional approach. So, here is my team or my group of mates. It is Valine, Gurley, and I for this report. So, for the definition of the functional notional approach, firstly, is the term functional notional approach embraces any strategy of language teaching that derives the content of learning from an initial analysis of the learner's need to express three different kinds of meaning. First is the functional, example is the social purpose of the utterance. Second is modal, the degree of likelihood. And conceptual is the meaning relations expressed by forms with a sentence, or the categories of communicative function. So these methods of language teaching is categorized along with others under the rubric of a communicative approach. The method stresses a means of organizing a language syllabus. So the emphasis is on breaking down the global concept of language into units of analysis in terms of communicative situations in which they are used. A function is the purpose of which the language is used. So the concepts for this approach is a functional notional syllabus. So the concept of we're talking about the concept of functional notional approach. So a functional notional syllabus is primarily based not on a linguistic analysis but on an analysis of learners' social and or vocational communicative needs. So this approach holds that the classification of skill levels should be based on what people want to do with the language or the functions or in terms of what meanings people want to convey. That means that means it is the notions. As such, this approach is based on the following concepts. So first is communication is meaningful behavior in a social and cultural context that requires creative language use rather than the synthetic sentence building. Second is language is constructed around language functions and notions, functions such as evaluating, persuading, arguing, informing, agreeing, questioning, requesting, expressing emotions and semantic grammatical notions such as time, quantity, space, location, and motion. The aim of this approach was to transfer these functions to acts of communication. So, for the situation, a situation may affect variations of language, such as the use of dialects, the formality or informality of the language, and the mode of expression. Situation includes the following elements: A. The person talking part in the speech act. B. The place where the conversation occurs. C. The time the speech act is taking place. And D. The topic or activity that is being discussed. So for the code, code is a shared language of a community speakers, and while code switching is a change or switch in code during the speech act, which many theorists believe is purposeful behavior to convey bonding, language prestige, or other elements of interpersonal relations between the speakers.